सर को नीचे बिठाना। हेलो, सर को इधर बिठाएंगे, इस वाले इधर इधर। सर पहले नीचे बैठेंगे, सर पहले प्रेजेंटेशन है ना। नहीं सर इधर आगे आइए ना सर। प्लीज sit down. Arshad sir is on his way, he's just coming up. A very good morning to our respected Dean Sir, Dr. Moite Sir, our Academic Dean Sir, Dr. Dharab Sir, Trustee and Honorary Secretary, Global Alumni Association, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed Sir will be joining us in a few moments. All the respective head of the departments, my senior and junior colleagues, and all the newly admitted students and their proud parents. I, Dr. Seema Khambata from Anatomy Department, extend a warm and hearty welcome to all the newly admitted students of batch 2024 and their proud parents. Congratulations. Your dream of getting admission into this Topiwala National Medical College has finally come true after all the sleepless nights that you have spent burning the midnight oil. Let us begin today's program by seeking blessings from Lord Ganesha, and I invite Dr. Sneha Sharma from Anatomy Department to render Ganpati Vandana, Ganesh Vandana in her sweet and melodious voice. Over to you, Sneha.
Thank you, ma'am. I request everybody to please close your eyes as we offer our blessing, seek for blessings from Lord Ganesha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighnam Kuru me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Vada. Ganpati Bappa.
Thank you, Dr. Sneha. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Your hard work doesn't end here. In fact, it begins this very moment that you have stepped into this classroom at this prestigious institute, ready to begin the next phase of your life, starting your journey as a medical undergraduate student. पहुंचे हैं आप जिस मुकाम पर, वो मंजिल नहीं राह का पड़ाव है. पहुंचे हैं आप जिस मुकाम पर, वो मंजिल नहीं राह का पड़ाव है. नजरें हो आसमां पर, छू लूं फिर शिखर, खुदा से यही दुआ है. These corridors, these walls, and this campus will be your home for the next 5.5 years, and all the teachers, your fellow students, seniors and juniors in the coming years will become your extended family. It is here that you will learn other basic lessons in life, survival skills, while you gain the knowledge and skills to become a successful doctor. Right now, your hearts must be filled with the joy of accomplishment and the thrill of embarking on this new journey. At the same time, your mind must be filled with anxiety and confusion as to how and what will it be like in a new college, and for those who are from outside in this mega city like Mumbai. But let me assure you, you will soon get adjusted and acclimatized to the new college, new city, new friends, and new routine. While you do that, treat your goals as guides. They should stretch and challenge you, but not defeat you. Live such that you look back with as much pleasure as you look forward to the future. Your journey of being a proud Nayarite starts today. You must be wondering at this unusual name our college has, isn't it? Topiwala National Medical College. Where does this Topiwala word comes from? It sounds a bit funny, but there's an interesting story behind it. And then we have Bai Yamuna Bai Lakshman Nair Hospital. Who is this hospital named after? So how did these names come about? Let me take you on a journey down the memory lane to tell you the interesting names behind the names, the background, and how this college and hospital came about. Let me remind you, the achievements of this 103-year-old organization are the results of the combined efforts of each individual who has been a part of NIRE in the smallest possible way. And I hope by the end of the presentation, you will be filled with the spirit of NIRE and the pride that we all feel. And remember one thing about any stones that come in your path. Once you pass them, they will automatically become your milestones. Can we have the lights? So I want this one light off. That's fine. Friends, once again, congratulations for achieving the privilege and honor of becoming a Nairite. And welcome. No, it's not okay. It's not going forward, the slide. And welcome to your new world. Let me take you on a small journey into the past. It was 1920, and the island city of Bombay had only one medical college, the Grant Medical College. India was under British rule, and naturally, the college was managed by the British. No Indian doctors were appointed irrespective of their academic background and experience. This was the time when the country was in the throes of the independence movement. Local nationalistic leaders felt that the city should have a medical college that is established only with the help of locally generated funds without taking any help from the British rulers. Through donations from the Tilak Swaraj funds, on the 4th of September 1921, the National Medical College was established. This college started functioning at the Victoria Cross Lane Byculla. The founding fathers wanted to train doctors who could serve not only through hospitals, but would also reach out to the community. Incidentally, Ayurveda was an obligatory part of the curriculum in our college. As in those days, even the universities were controlled by the British, the founders affiliated this institution to the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Bombay, and the first batch of students was admitted for its licentiate medical practitioner course. Over the years, we were blessed with great leadership with eminent clinicians like Dr. Kothare, Dr. Bhatkamkar, Dr. Sathe, to name a few. J.B. Murphy once said, "The patient is the center of our medical universe, around which all our works revolve and towards which all our efforts trend. It is these very patients who are also our best teachers, and therefore an important challenge faced by the founders of the National Medical College was to have an affiliated hospital good enough for clinical training. The People's Free Hospital was therefore set up close to the present campus and near where the YMCA stands today. Strapped as they were for funds, Not being able to ask the government for aid, the administrators were always on the lookout for local support. Fortuitously, at this time, Dr. A.L. Nair, the person after whom the road on which we are situated today is also named, came into the picture. He was the proprietor of Powell and Company, dealing in medical supplies and equipments. He magnanimously donated 2 acres of his land for the hospital campus. In 1925, Dr. Nair also helped set up a well-equipped hospital, which he named after his mother by Yamunabai Lakshman Nair. He also donated funds to run the hospital. Incidentally, the story goes that the money donated was from the proceeds of the sale of the land used to build the neighboring Mumbai Central Station. Much later, Mr. M.N. Desai, popularly known as Topiwala Desai, made a generous contribution of rupees 5 lakhs to the college, which was then named after him as the Topiwala National Medical College, or TNMC as you know it today. In 1946, the Municipal Corporation of City of Bombay passed a resolution taking over the college and the hospital. And acknowledging the high standards of education and the strong support from the municipal corporation, the Bombay University also affiliated the twin institutions, so started the MBBS course. And nearly 78 years ago, these young chaps were sitting in an auditorium listening to the then dean addressing them much the same way that you are doing now. Since then, without looking back, the TN Medical College and BYL Nair Hospital have surged ahead and established themselves as premier institutions of the city. You will be proud to know you belong to the institution that boasts of the oldest gastroenterology department. We are also credited with many other firsts like the rheumatology and dermatopathology services. Ours is the only college in the city to have a speech and audiology department offering formal training. Ours is the first public hospital to have an autism dynamic intervention center, which offers comprehensive diagnostic and intervention services for children on the spectrum. We were also the first to perform robotic surgery, and the smile on this child's face shouts of its success. State-of-the-art diagnostic equipment is one of our hallmarks. We have a newly renovated cardiac cath lab with intensive cardiac care unit, and we offer comprehensive cancer care. Ours is the first public hospital to have a medical oncology ward and daycare center for chemotherapy. We have a comprehensive head and neck cancer care facility, which includes diagnostics, surgery, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, all under one roof with state-of-the-art equipments. Ours is the only public hospital in the city to offer urodynamic studies and hyperbaric oxygen services, which, as you will learn by and by, is a life-saving therapy. Ours is the first tertiary care hospital to become a 1,000-bedded dedicated COVID hospital in the pandemic. We hold a world record of delivering more than 1,000 babies to COVID-positive mothers and offering dialysis services to more than 600 COVID patients with renal failure, apart from offering standard treatment and care for COVID patients. Ours is the first public hospital to have 7 of our departments that have been ISO 9001 certified. These include pediatric surgery, medical intensive care unit, psychiatry, forensic medicine, anesthesia, ENT department, and PSM department. Friends, we have not rested on our laurels either. The campus has expanded from the 2 acres donated by Mr. Nair in 1946 to 20 acres in 2006, and the number of buildings in the campus has increased manyfold. Today, we stand confident and tall in Mumbai Central, towering over our neighbors, offering excellent patient services. Our vital stats are impressive, you will agree. The college is not far behind, offering several courses apart from MBBS. We are now affiliated for the undergraduate and postgraduate courses to the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik, and offer many super specialty courses as well. It is here, friends, that you will spend the best years of your lives. Rest assured that now you have managed to get in, you will certainly get out with a spanking new and proud prefix of doctor to your names. From the dissections in the anatomy to the glamorous operation theaters, from the tentative moments when you first learn to measure blood pressure in physiology, to offering CPR to a dying patient in casualty. From the metabolic cycles you learn in biochemistry that will leave you intensely confused to the real life management of ketoacidosis, you will see it all. You will learn about medicines, get baffled with neurotransmitters, and sometimes organize secret clinics. You will study really hard in our well-equipped library, but fun and games will keep you entertained through your journey. You will balance the right amount of fun and study, sometimes studying, or at least appearing to, and at others, making friends. Of course, many a time more than just friends. There will be times you will wonder why you ever took up medicine. Yet, you will find plenty of things to make you laugh about, in spite of the exams and the seniors you will have to face. Some goals may seem difficult, while others appear very easy. Remember, friends, you stand tall on the shoulders of past Nayarites, and it is well said, the heights that great men reached were not achieved in a sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, toiled relentlessly upward in the night. We feel extremely proud and privileged to carry on this legacy after completing 100 glorious years of these twin institutions on the 4th of September 2021. Under the vibrant leadership of our Dean, Dr. S.C. Moite sir, these institutions have many dreams, and you are a part of these dreams. The future of Nayar Hospital is yours to design. तू थक कर न बैठ जाना पंछी उड़ान अभी बाकी है तू थक कर न बैठ जाना पंछी उड़ान अभी बाकी है अभी तो सिर्फ जमीन नापी है आसमान अभी बाकी है थैंक यू So may I request our Dean Sir, Arshad Sir and Dharab Sir to please come and be seated here and all the HODs to please come over there. It's my pleasure to introduce the head of anatomy department, Dr. Shyam Kishore Sir, who is also known as the anatomy encyclopedia. Sir is also a maths wizard and genius. And I request Sir to explain the internal assessment system, the importance of attendance and the examination pattern under the new CBME curriculum.
अक्टूबर करके लिखा
हो गए ना?
Research, where has good departments, colleagues, and students and their parents. We are going to discuss about internal assessment now. That's it. There are three principal exams: Terminal 1, Terminal 2, and prelims. Next slide. The theory of each paper will be of 100 marks. For prelims, there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2, and this holds true for all the three subjects: anatomy, physiology, and biology. The total theory is out of 400 marks. It's right. And practicals, each is of 100 marks, meaning a total of 300 marks. But for calculation of internal assessment, we require 500 for each. So the balance marks, it's like it's the balance of 100 marks for theory is divided into, there will be home assignments for 15 marks, class tests for 30 marks, self-directed learning for 45 marks. So it include your seminars, case discussions, and others. And notice attendance for 10 marks. These are 10 marks which you have in your hand just by being physically present. The balance for the practical method is divided into skill-based learning, ADCOM module, ADCOM stands for attitude, ethics, and communication skills. That is for 30 marks. Lab for 60 marks. That's your lab skills for 60 marks. The journal that you have is for 40 marks. The practical evidence is for 10 marks. This makes up a total of 200 for practical. Excellent. So now we have got theory out of 500. The practical is also of 500. Divided by 5. So you get it out of 100 for theory and practical. Total out of 200. That's right. The minimum that you require for passing is 100 out of 200. But you cannot get 0 in one and 100 in the other. Excellent. You require a minimum of 40 in theory, minimum of 40 in practical. But total should not be, is not sufficient to be 80, it has to be 100. So you can have up to 40-60 or 60-40 balance. This passing also holds true for the university exam, where theory you have to get minimum of 40, practical you have to get minimum of 40, but the total should be 100%. Next component that we are discussing is calculation of departments wants you to have 100% attendance in theory and practice. That may not be possible for most of the people, but the university is being gracious enough to allow you this. 75% of minimum lecture attendance and 20% of minimum practical. Why the 20% leeway is given? Because you may be taking part in competitions, you will be taking part in sports, you will be taking study leave, homesickness, that festivals, family functions, etc. And that also includes the illnesses, medical certified infection, no separate sick leave. The total sick leave and all the leaves put together should not exceed 25% in lecture and 20% in practice. So best thing is initially you attend regularly, continuously, because you never know when you will fall ill. So don't try to target. I will keep 75% as a minimum for lecture, and then suddenly you fall ill for a month. Even if you fall short by 1%, you will not be allowed for exam. In addition to that, for internal assessment, even if you fall short by 1 mark, you will not be allowed to go for exam. And actually what happened to one of the students in the immediate senior batch, he was short by 1 mark, and when we saw his record, not on internal assessment exam, he had not appeared at all. Even if he had appeared for a few internal exams, some of which are just MCQ based. So even guesswork would give you 1 mark. They did not appear at all. If you don't appear for the exam, you should not get more than 0. And remember, exams may be online, may be offline, but you have to give your exam in the institution only, because you have to see that you are not looking through other areas of check for your answer. So whether it's on your mobile, whether it's on a paper, all exams have to be done in the premises, in the spaces allotted. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shankishore, sir. Friends are like the walls of a house. Sometimes they hold you up, sometimes you lean on them, and sometimes it's just enough to know that they are standing by. I invite the head of the Department of Biochemistry, Dr. Beena Dias, ma'am, to inform you about the mentor and preceptor system that we have in our college to help forming relationships with teachers and with your seniors. Over to you, ma'am.
Respected Dean Sir, Dr. Shailesh Moite Sir, our Academic Dean, Dr. Satish Darav Sir, our Alumni Association President, Dr. Harshad Ghulam Ali, Mohammad Ali, our other head of the department, and esteemed dignitaries on the dais, senior faculty members, students, friends, and my dear parents. At the outset, let me welcome you to this Topiwala National Medical College. Congratulations to all of you for securing admission into this prestigious college, not only to the students, but also to their parents. I have been assigned the task to speak on mentor-mentee program. Amidst the growing concerns regarding the mental capability of students, the distress that is created among students, the Undergraduate Medical Education Board of the National Medical Commission has created certain efforts to create a healthy environment. How have these efforts been created? They have put in certain recommendations. These recommendations include that we have regular parent-teacher meetings, not only with the faculty, but also with the administrative staff of this college. In addition to that, you need to have regular mentor-mentee programs. Now, these mentor-mentee programs spans throughout your curriculum, right till you finish your internship. These guidelines have been recently added by the Undergraduate Medical Education Program of the EPICS Medical Commission and have been released in the new CDME 2024 curriculum. So what are the recommendations given by the National Medical Commission? They have said that every student who enters a medical college, that is the newly admitted student, who is known as the mentee, 3 of them will be allocated to a single mentor. This mentor is selected from the faculty members across all disciplines. And this allotment or allocation is done in the phase 1 of the MBBS course. Why phase 1? Because you all come from a secure environment and then you are thrown into an environment where you have a large number of students, you have a vast syllabus, so you have a lot of peer pressure as well as you have academic pressure. To combat this pressure which you will be having, we have this mentor-mentee program. As I told you, this program spans throughout your curriculum, right till you finish your internship. In addition to that, we have an additional attribute to this mentor-mentee program, that is, you have a preceptor. Who is this preceptor? The preceptor is your immediate senior colleague or student who was already allocated a mentor in his phase 1 MBBS curriculum, and he continues with that particular mentor. So he becomes your preceptor now. So this preceptor will guide you along, not only with respect to your academics, but also with respect to your other queries which you have in the college. What are the benefits of this mentor-mentee program? They have a lot of benefits. A lot of literature survey has been done, and it has been established that it has an holistic approach towards the development of students. It not only helps you with respect to your personal aspects, your peer pressure aspects, with respect to your emotional aspects, it also helps you with respect to your professional development. It inculcates in you a research skill. It helps you to face challenges, and as a result of which you do not experience stress, and you also develop self-esteem. To end this particular session on mentor-mentor relationship, I would like to quote a famous personality, that is Robert Emerson and John McCroy, who said that each of us, we have a chief requirement to have a mentor who will push us to do what is best in us. And how can this be done? This would be done with a mentoring program. Because in this mentoring program, the mentor helps you to understand what you need. The brain of the mentor picks up things, he listens to you, and ultimately he pushes you to do the best in life and brings out the best in you. I would like to end this session. You have been given a booklet, and in that particular booklet, at the end, there is a page which has been inserted with your roll numbers. Of course, you have another round of counseling. So once your roll numbers are settled, you have been allocated a mentor from phase 1. Thank you and all the best. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Veena Diasman. I now request the head of the Department of Physiology, Dr. Pushpa Bazare ma'am, to address the students and parents and talk about the anti-ragging rules and regulations.
Thank you, Dr. Seema. Respected Dean Sir, Dr. Shailesh Mohite sir, all the dignitaries on the dais, my fellow colleagues, dear students and parents, good morning to all. At the outset, I extend my heartiest congratulations and welcome you all to the prestigious Institute of TN Medical College and BYL Nair Charitable Hospital. I also congratulate and welcome all the proud parents who have accompanied their children. I can see all of you are very happy, very excited, delighted. But at the same time, I can see there is a bit nervousness. You are a bit worried. And I know that the major worry about the ragging. But let me assure you that any form of ragging in our institute, it is completely banned and prohibited. As per the UGC and NMC guideline, Institute is taking all the measures to prevent any incidents of ragging in the college and outside the campus. Institute has well-placed anti-ragging committee, which is headed by our Dean Sir Dr. Mohite. Anti-ragging, which monitor any ragging activity in the institute, take appropriate action and suitable punishment to those who found guilty. List of anti-ragging committee members along with their contact number will be provided to you. Even the poster having the names of anti-ragging committee members with their contact number are displayed at the various places. We have anti-ragging squad, which vigilantly monitor the ragging activity in the hostel and outside the campus, in the college and outside the campus. College also arrange they also arrange the sensitization program where our higher authority, anti-ragging member, the police person, the counselor address the student about the each and every aspect of the ragging. All these measures have been taken to ensure the safety and welfare of the student. I request all the students to respond any incidents of ragging happen to you or your friend or to your colleagues to the concerned authority. Students can report incidents of ragging either as a victim or as a witness. Confidentiality will be protected and quick action will be taken against the victim. I also request all the students that not to indulge in any bad habit like smoking, alcohol, or drugs. I wish you all the very best and have a nice day in Institute for next 5.5 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We take ragging really seriously. We have a whole anti-ragging committee which is present here. We have lots of interactive programs where we interact with the juniors as well as the seniors to encourage you to come forward. If you are facing any issues, then please come and talk to us. We will listen to you and we will take care and measures which will prevent that. And we also talk to seniors. Next year you will become seniors, right? So ऐसा नहीं अभी मैंने रैगिंग दिया थी भी अगले साल मुझे रैगिंग लेना है, right? अभी लिया है तो देना है वाली हिसाब नहीं होना चाहिए, right? So let me introduce our anti-ragging committee. It is headed by our Dean Sir, Dr. Mohite Sir. He's the chairman. We have Secretary of Anti-Ragging Committee, Dr. Satish Mali. He's from the PSM department. We have the Joint Secretary, Dr. Patkar, Dr. Ganesh Vandana from Physiology Department. Then we have Dr. Surbi, who is Professor and Head from Pediatrics Department. She is also the Secretary of the Hostel Committee, right?
Then we have our Veena Dice ma'am, who is professor and head of biochemistry. Then we have myself from anatomy department. We have Dr. Neelam Patil from biochemistry department. Dr. Alika Subramaniam from psychiatry department. Where are the others? Dr. Sunita from AST department. The OT department. I'm so sorry. Dr. Sunita from OT. OT is occupational therapy department. We have Dr. Ketki, who is from pulmonary medicine department. Dr. Ramesh Wagmare, sir, who is from pathology department. Others, please stand up so that I can see who else is here. Sumit, he's not. Anyway. So we have all these people, all their numbers are given to you in the booklet which is provided. They are also put up on the various posters and boards. So you can keep them on speed dial. You can keep my number also on speed dial. You can keep anybody's number on speed dial. And please, please, please come forward if you face any issues. Okay. So we move forward, and now I request the head of the Department of Preventive and Social Medicine or Community Medicine, now as it is known as, Dr. Rujita Hadiya ma'am, to please say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Seema. Respected Dean Dr. Mohite sir, Academic Dean Dr. Arab sir, dignitaries of the dais, esteemed professors, heads of the departments, faculty members, and dear students. First of all, I wholeheartedly congratulate you for being here and making your dream come true. And we look forward to you becoming what we call as Indian medical graduates. So you will become doctors here, and that entire process will happen over here. So this is going to be a very important part of your life. Believe me, after 25, 30, 40, 50 years, when you will remember these days, I mean, it will be for you to believe it, but it is going to be really something that is very, I mean, it's a part of your life, and it will be a core of your heart, that which I can tell you. Now you heard the name of Department of Community Medicine, Preventive and Social Medicine, as it used to be called earlier. Now this subject is going to remain with you for a very long time. We will start in your first year. My first lecture will be tomorrow morning itself. And then it's not only first year, second year, third year, even your entire internship will be with the Department of Community Medicine, because we are coordinating the whole internship on behalf of Dean Sir. So this is a department that will take care of you for a very, very long period of time. So you will see us again and again. Okay. Now, we heard about the presentation and the 20-acre campus that Dr. Seema told you about. Besides that, we have a rural health training center. We have urban health center at Chita Camp, that is Trombay. And plus we have 2 more primary health centers that also are under us. And we will be teaching you about urban healthcare and rural healthcare over there. So we'll be practically taking you out of the 4 walls of the hospital. And we'll like you to understand that whenever patient comes to the hospital, it is not their disease or illness that walks to your hospital. It is a whole human being. It's a person who comes to the hospital with some complaint, some ailment, some pains. And you are going to treat this human being and not only the disease that the person is having. And for that, you need to understand this human being in context of the family, of the community, and that is what is the job of our department. So you will learn some empathy, how to deal with patients, and definitely you will get all the technical knowledge and all the marvels of medicine that you hear of. But at the same time, your human touch is what will make you a distinguished doctor, because everybody gets qualified with the same degree, but all doctors are not same. Some doctors are perceived better than the other doctors by patients. Why? Because of this human touch. And that is something that you definitely need to learn. Second thing I will like to tell you is that whenever you talk in patient's language, patients are very happy and comfortable. So you need not understand or speak each language in the country. But even if you speak a sentence in patient's language, still the patient gets connected to you very easily. So since you will be here, I'm sure some of you might have come from some other states or some other places, and initially will be struggling to adjust to the new city. But at the same time, I will request that you make or take some efforts to learn a local language, and that will really, really help you. And the last thing for today that I will tell you is that take care of your own health. Okay, because we all get into the category of healthcare workers right from the day you enter the medical college. The moment you are wearing this apron for patients, you are a doctor. They don't know that you are first year MBBS students. So whenever you will walk in the campus with apron, you are going to be the doctors from the hospital for all of them. Okay, now before you start serving the community and country, you need to look after your own health. Okay, so I mean, we'll be familiarizing you with how to do that. But take care of your meals, morning breakfast before you come to the classroom. Afternoon, don't miss your lunch. And how much ever you have to study and there is exam on your head and whatever, make sure that you get adequate sleep and protection from some common vectors and all. Because if you are healthy, you will learn and you will become the good doctor that you always have dreamt of becoming. Today I'll stop here because again, you will, as I told you, we'll be dealing with you for a very long time. There is a lot to go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepika ma'am. We have a lot of students from out of Mumbai and their parents are full of questions whether they'll get hostel accommodation. With the increase in the capacity of the college and more influx of students from outside the city, we had exhausted the capacity of our existing hostels a few years ago. And we had stopped giving hostel facilities to the newcomers. However, looking at the living costs which are rising in a city of Bombay, we have worked on it and our hostel committee has specially worked on it. And we have the secretary of our hostel committee, Dr. Surbi, who will let you know that what kind of accommodation we are giving. And it will be a temporary accommodation for the first years from outside from outside Mumbai. It will be outside the campus and later on you will be accommodated in the campus itself. The boys and the girls are always on the campus, the first year as well. So she will tell you the details of it. So I invite Dr. Surbi Rathi, Professor and Head of the Pediatrics Department and Secretary of the Hostel Committee to tell you about the hostel situation.
Very good morning to all of you. Respected Dean, Dr. Mohite sir, Tarab sir, Dr. Arshad Ghulam, all the professors and heads here, and all you students who are actually anxiously waiting. Academics ho gaya, how to look after yourself ho gaya, but you're worried. Ye sab karunga kaise, rahunga kidhar? Are you going to give me a place where I can eat, sleep and rest and of course study? So yes, with a lot of efforts and with a lot of restrictions that we had in terms of space, we have managed since last year to provide some form of accommodation to the girls as well as the boys. The girls are going to be very much in campus and we have allocated 16 rooms for them in the nurses' quarters. This is absolutely separate from where the rest of your senior girls would be staying. And there is a lot of strict discipline to be maintained because we also have the nursing students staying there. We have round-the-clock security there. Your parents, your friends, your mother also, for the girls, nobody will be allowed to go up. So in the past, we used to get requests, please, madam, my mother needs to come up. I'm not feeling well. Sorry, that will not be entertained. As far as the furniture there goes, we are trying immediately with the help and support of our Dean sir to get a little more, but basics are there. So parents are putting up a lot of queries. Don't worry, it will be sorted out. As far as the boys go, we have made arrangements to have the boys accommodation at Girgaon in one of our older hostels, which is named as Bhajekar Hostel. Okay, there are about 10 dormitories there, and we have 4 big rooms. So last year we managed to keep most of our boys. This is a temporary accommodation. You will be given a choice also, because last year many parents said, no, this is not possible. But what I request both the boys and the girls, please today itself fill in the hostel requisition form. All the with attaching your Aadhaar card to it, and if you have the PAN card, even the PAN card. Aadhaar card is for address proof. In case you don't have that, then please attach your passport copy or whatever you have. Now let me introduce you to Dr. Neelam Patil, Professor of Biochemistry. She is the warden for the girls' hostel. So all the girls, please give your forms today by 4 p.m. to Madam. She will be scrutinizing the form. I will tell that will be common for both the boys, your warden at Bhajekar, who will be staying there with you all, is Dr. Nilesh Bhutara, who is Assistant Professor in Forensic Medicine Department. Let me tell both, you will also be handing over your forms today by 4 p.m. to Dr. Nilesh Bhutara. She is on the 4th floor in Biochemistry Department. Dr. Nilesh is on the 5th floor in the Forensic Medicine Department. Now, for all of you, these forms will be strictly scrutinized to see that who actually deserves the hostel. We may have a little crunch. You will have to share majorly, if not 3, even 4, and in the boys' hostel even more. So there should be no grudges on that. Once we scrutinize, by tomorrow afternoon, latest by Wednesday morning, we should be ready with giving you your room numbers and allotting the place. Both these wardens are strict disciplinarians. No sort of misbehavior, indiscipline, not coming on time, getting your friends in to stay with you. We have seen all kinds of things will be tolerated by either of them. And of course, it goes after that, me and our team. Also, please learn to stay congenially over there. Small issues come up to us. Somebody has thrown this of mine, somebody has thrown that, destroyed, torn my notes. All these are now things which we need to go above. Okay, but irrespective, if you have any discomfort, if there is anything that troubles you there, please feel free to contact both your wardens, and of course, I am always there. Okay, that's all I need to say right now. Thank you. But please submit your forms today itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Srilpi Gandhi. Friends, hard work never killed anybody. Do I take a chance? If you don't have time for a break, you definitely need a break. So we at TNMC believe in all-round development of the students. So apart from academics, there are many activities, clubs, festivals, which are organized by the Student Council. And you learn a lot more life skills which add to your personality and to your character. We have a whole full-fledged student Gymkhana committee, which is led by the General Secretary and several other secretaries who organize different educational and cultural activities around the year. Unfortunately, we cannot introduce the committee to you today because those students are all busy in their exams and their prelim exams, pre-university exams are going on. So we will have a separate session introducing our committee to you, and there you will get acquainted with all the festivals and all. So we won't waste time over there. But you must learn to relax and how to take care of yourselves in a positive and nurturing way. 20 minutes of deep relaxation a day will aid your mental growth, improve your physical health and emotional stability. Take cues from your seniors and start your journey on Nair in a holistic way, and you will soon find yourself sailing smoothly and coming out with flying colors. You will then become an alumnus of this institute. Does your connection then break off when you have passed out? No, it becomes stronger, as now it is the payback time.
And we have here with us Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed sir, who is the Managing Trustee and Honorary Secretary of the TNMC Global Alumni Association. And this sir has been a student, sir will tell you how many years ago, and 50 years ago. And they have still stayed in touch with the institute. They have a robust organization, which is the Association TNMC Global Association. And it has contributed generously with open hearts and open minds to this institute and to the students. And they have kept the umbilical cord alive, and now they have reversed the flow, I would say. So let us hear it from sir himself, what this institution means to him and to all the other past students of NIAF. Over to you.
And thanks for those kind words, Seema. The respected Dean, Dr. Shailesh Mohite, respected Academic Dean, Dr. Satish Dharab, distinguished faculty, proud parents and relatives, and illustrious scholars. Before I address you, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Shailesh Mohite as the Dean of TN Medical College and Nair Hospital. From the TGA, from the alumni, I would like to congratulate you, welcome you to TN Medical College as the Dean, and assure you of full cooperation and help from the alumni community. We have worked with Dr. Mohite earlier when he used to be with us for the HOD of forensic medicine. And we have seen his ability as an administrator. We know that he understands the finer points, the nuances of administration. We know that he understands the medical legalities involved in hospital administration, in college administration. So I'm very confident that he is one person, one leader who will take this institution to a newer height, to a hitherto unknown height. Now, let me begin by congratulating you first. Many of you must have dreamt of joining a medical school. Many of you must have been enamored by the white coat which you saw your doctors wearing. Many of you must have seen a stethoscope hanging by the neck of the doctors and must have been fascinated by that sight. So here you are, your labor, your hard work has paid off, and you have joined a medical school. So congratulations. But on this occasion, I would like to express a few stray thoughts so that you are forewarned. And they say forewarned is forearmed. So if you know what to expect, if you know what lies in store for you, obviously you'll be better prepared to go through the steps of medical education. The first thing you need to understand and learn is that good, you have achieved a success, you have entered a medical school, but don't get arrogant about your admission because you are not the only person who has put in the hard work. There are many more people, don't forget, who have helped you achieve this goal. Your parents, your teachers, your friends. There are many unseen hands, there are many unseen faces which have helped you. So you're not alone. Don't ever forget them. Another important thing I want you to understand is that medical education is unlike the education you have gone through earlier during your school days or during your pre-medical college days. It's very different. Earlier, many of you, I'm sure, must have been used to learning by rote, just mugging up things and spilling them out on paper, and that is how you used to get good marks. But here it's a completely different education. Completely different education. It's based on concepts and it's based on hands-on training. Learning by rote mugging up things is not going to help you. You will actually have to understand the concepts behind various procedures, various things. And if you don't do that, believe me, you'll fall flat on your face. I've seen many students who achieved very good marks, who achieved laurels in their pre-medical days. But after joining the medical school, they just fell flat on their face because they did not understand the basic difference between how they used to learn earlier and how they are now supposed to learn. Another important thing I want you to understand is medical education has got its own language, like any other course. If you join a law school or a chartered accountants college or any other profession for that matter, each profession has got its own language. And you will take some time to grasp that language, to understand that language. There are words like anterior, posterior, ventral, dorsal, lateral, medial. You may have heard these words earlier. You may have understood the meaning of these words earlier. But it does not mean that they are going to mean the same thing in medical school. So first 6 months are going to be a little tough. You will have to spend some time and energy in understanding the language of the course, which you will, because all of us have gone through it and we all know that with time you do tend to grasp the vocabulary which the medical college offers you. Don't get disheartened. I have also seen many medical students, that since they don't understand the language very well, they actually feel disheartened. And as Seema said earlier, they start questioning themselves as to they did the right thing by joining the medical school. Well, it's not, we all have gone through these steps. Don't get disheartened. You will learn the language and you will go through your steps well. Another thing I want you to understand is that medical education is not something which is confined to 5.5 years of your schooling. It's not just 3 more years or 2 more years of specialization or super specialization. Medical education is a continuing process. Today is the first day of your learning in medical profession, and it will continue till the last breath that you will take on this planet. It's a concept which is very simple to understand. See, medical education is something which evolves with every passing day, with every passing moment. And you will have to prepare yourself, update your knowledge, update your skills almost on daily basis. Because if you don't do that, you'll fall behind. And that is not something a good, competent doctor is supposed to do. So your education will continue. Today is the first day, yes, but it will continue all your life. Of course, the first 5.5 years and subsequent years that you'll spend for your post-graduation are very important because they will get you the degrees. But the education will continue. It's not going to stop at all. Another very important thing I want you to understand is that you have joined a profession that is basically a service-oriented profession. That is basically a service-oriented profession. If you have joined it thinking that will give you a lot of money as a reward or some other name, fame, this, that, believe me, that is just a side attraction. The main thing is you are joining a service-oriented profession, and you will need to remember this all your life. Now, the reason why I am standing here before you, as I said, it's 50 years since I joined this medical school, and we have still not forgotten our mother institution. The reason is that unlike your earlier education, when you join a professional college like TN Medical or in some other stream like an IIT or the CA Institute, etc., here your connection, your umbilical connection with your mother institution will continue all your life. You will be called, only the title will change. From school, you'll become an alumni. You'll become an alumnus rather. But you will have the contact going on all your life. And why is that important? No, that is where my role comes here. See, the alumni are very important in the scheme of things when it comes to medical education. We have moved around the globe and we have seen how the alumni associations function in the Western world, how important they are. You go to the best of universities, be it Harvard or Princeton or Tufts or wherever, you will see the strongest discipline in all professional colleges is the Alumni Association. They are the ones who make sure that the college is getting sufficient funds. They are the ones who make sure that those who qualify get proper placements. They are the ones who make sure that the faculty is top class, world class. So in that sense, we as alumni and you, when you qualify and become an alumnus, will be very important for the institutions. And it's very simple. See, whatever name you will earn, whatever fame you will earn, whatever money you will earn, you will realize be thanks to your mother institution, thanks to your alma mater. And how do we operate? As an alumni association, our theme, our philosophy is very simple. We believe in care and share, just two words. We believe that we need to continue to care for the institution from where we have qualified. And whatever resources we have in terms of money or in form of fame or in form of education or whatever, we would like to share that with the current crop of students. So care and share is the principle on which we, the alumni, operate, not only in this institution, but all throughout the world. So when you qualify, remember that your job, your connection, your association with your mother institution will not end. It will continue till the last moment of your life. So these are a few stray thoughts which I thought I will share with you. And before I end, once again, let me congratulate you. You have entered a very prestigious institution. Don't forget that. Very, very prestigious institution. And why do I say that? You have a dean, someone who knows what leadership means. You have a very distinguished faculty. You have students who are, getting gold medals and silver medals and top positions everywhere in the university. Then you have alumni who are, if you go out of the college and see within the city, some of the best doctors you will see have come from this institution. And not only in this city, look at the country. The topmost doctors of this country, you will realize, have come from this institution. And not just the country. When you start moving around the world, across the globe, you will realize that some of the best positions that are enjoyed throughout the world are from this institution. So you have come to a very prestigious institution, and now you have to prove that, yes, you deserve this. So thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arshad sir. It's always a privilege and honor and pleasure to have you with us and give your words of encouragement, wisdom, and inspiration, sir. I now request our academic dean, Dr. Satish Dharab sir, who's also the professor and head of the Department of Surgery, to address the students and parents.
Respected Dean Dr. Mohite sir, Trustee of Global Alumni Dr. Arshad Ghulam Muhammad, my faculty colleagues, and my dear students and their proud parents. Congratulations to all of you and welcome to Topiwala National Medical College. Since morning, we have learnt about rules and regulations. But you all are adults now. And there is one saying in Marathi by Sadhguru Vamanrao Pai, तूच आहेस तुझ्या जीवनाचा शिल्पकार. So you are the ones who are responsible for your deeds. Teachers will teach, college will go on, attendance will be marked. Some of you will be dozing off in the lectures, just marking the attendance. But self-motivation is the best motivation. So you have to, light that fire within you and want to do something by yourself. Only then you will be able to justify admission to this prestigious college. Another important thing is there are so many activities to be done. You have to study, you have to enjoy life also, and you have to attend some family functions, gatherings. That is possible only if you do proper time management. So you have to be disciplined and you have to manage your time well. The biggest distractor is this. It is one of the best ways of learning. Lot of knowledge is available on the internet, YouTube, so on and so forth. But some social media is the biggest distractor. I'm not against it. It's a part of our life. But to manage your time well, it is very important that you keep certain distractions away. So it is said that you have to classify anything into urgent and important. Something which is urgent and important, you will always do. Okay? Something which is urgent but not important, you should be able to recognize that. Like a ringing phone, you will get attracted to it, but most of the times it will be some rubbish call wasting your time. Successful people do things which are not urgent but important. So it is important from your long-term perspective, and you must remember that. And fourth thing, things which are neither urgent nor important, you should just ignore them. So that is one of the principles of managing your time well. So discipline is very, very important in life. All of you have come from different backgrounds. One mistake which students do is you compare yourself with others. Bala uski kameez meri kameez se safed kaise? Okay? So it's not so. Everybody of you is different. You have your own aptitude. So you have to understand yourself and what is your aptitude, what your mind is comfortable in. And you have to follow that path. If you try to copy somebody else, that is going to put a lot of stress on you. So please avoid that. Try to understand yourself, your mind, and your own aptitude, and then follow that. So today, with information revolution, internet revolution, opportunities are immense. If you try to follow a path which is commonly followed, there will be a lot of crowd there. You have to choose a path where there is no crowd. And in modern worlds, the opportunities are just immense. So with these words, I wish you all the best and welcome again to Topiwala National Medical College.
Thank you very much, Tarab sir. Friends, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. In fact, great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It is never about the role, it's always about the goal. We all look up to our new dean, Dr. Shailesh Mohite sir, in a similar manner. We have seen sir's enthusiastic participation in the students' activities when he was here earlier as warden of the boys' hostel many years ago, and then as professor and head of the forensic medicine department, until he took up the position of dean of HPT Medical College and Cooper Hospital almost 3 years ago. And now he has come back to TNMC as our dean. He is currently a Senate member and member of the Board of Studies at MUHS Nashik. He's also a prominent faculty for the Maharashtra Judicial Academy and ex-president of the Medical Legal Association of Maharashtra. We look forward to his guidance and encouragement every step of the way. So I now request our Dean Sir to address the students and their parents.
Namaskar. Good morning. Okay, that's better. First of all, heartiest congratulations to all the students and their proud parents. I do not have a presentation. This is my fourth address to the newly admitted batch. I'm junior in giving address compared to Seema. She has been comparing this event for many years. If I'm not mistaken, more than a decade. This is my fourth address. And I'm a strict disciplinarian. If you have friends in HBT, you can ask them. Okay. I have not prepared any presentation, but I have just noted down points which have been missed out. And I will just speak out those points, not much, only about 25 to 30 points. Okay. First of all, I know at least 5 students over here are scared after listening to the previous speakers because I found them drinking water. One boy over here almost finished 1 bottle. The girl over here, she knows whom I'm pointing out to. At least drank water thrice. I was counting. Okay. Now, all of you can just turn back and see that there are 2 cameras. So all these things, if you go to kindergarten also, no, the teacher tells to keep your water bottles on the side. 1 hour, you can certainly stay without water. This distracts. Okay. So for students, I will start with academics. We will be introducing monthly reporting system. I have a monthly reporting system where the heads of department send me a monthly report about your attendance, about your performance. That is displayed on the notice board every month. So there would be no excuses. I will be introducing biometrics for students. This is a NMC requirement. None of the colleges has done. We will be the first to introduce such thing. Our teachers reach on time. 8 o'clock lecture, he or she will reach at 8 o'clock. So you do not have any excuse not to reach. How you reach, that is your problem. Unless and until circumstances beyond your control, like rains, trains are delayed, those things are acceptable. But those who are staying in hostel, no excuses for them. We have given you hostel so that you can attend on time. Classroom, what Dharap sir said, yes, we will then have to think about putting jammers in classroom, so they are not distracted and are able to concentrate. Extracurricular activities, lots of extracurricular activities and time you will get. You can engage in those activities. Hostelites, all those, I know about 75% of you will take hostel. But one thing is there, when I give you hostel, just put one thought that suppose if you are rusticated from the hostel, how much financial expenditure it comes to. One, deposit of more than 1 lakh. Small area about 15 to 20,000. In my 3 years tenure, 3 years, 4 months to be precise, I have rusticated only 50 students. Okay. And I'm serious about it, including girls, including one of my best friend's kid. So there is no partiality. Rules are rules. So then I do not entertain anyone if rules are broken. I will be taking an undertaking from you regarding ragging as well as hostel rules. Drinking, smoking, narcotics, all these are strictly prohibited. Okay. I would not like others to be spoiled. I'll just send you home with your parent. Whatever you want to do, you can do outside. College office, there are various rules, regulations, your scholarship forms, fees, etc. have to be filled in time. It is your duty to check the notice boards. All notices will be put up on the notice board. Then you don't come to me, I did not read the notice and all. That is your responsibility. Fees to be paid in time because there is a penalty. And then you will come to me and say, I want waiver of penalty. That is not possible because the BMC rules do not permit. Hostels, classrooms, I take rounds. The institute from where I come, I used to see in the CCTV. If I found someone sleeping, time pass, I used to send the academic dean or call up the teacher in the class. what is happening. I have taken actions against teachers also who are not able to manage. So be aware about that. Maintain decorum. What do I mean by maintain decorum? Arshad Ghulam sir said, but I would like to repeat as Senate member, I saw to it that two circulars came out. One was dress code for medical students during exams and in routine. And I follow that. And you will also have to follow it if you want to study in this college. Institute where I came, even on Sundays, other days, if someone dared to enter in a track pant or something in the library, I used to call up their parents, video call, and show them, I've told you in the address and see how the child is come. If you cannot afford, you tell me. I will buy him a pair of clothes, chappals, all these things. You should look like a doctor, properly groomed. Aprons, one of the worst things, crumpled aprons, dirty aprons, do not wear. That is there. My teachers will throw you out if your apron is not proper. No shoes. I've spoken about dress, exam, no copying, no unfair means. You might get less marks, that is fine enough, but do not use unfair means. Apron is a must when you are in college from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Probably from this year, I might introduce some pattern just as nursing has, where they can be able to identify whether it is a first year student, second year or final year from the number of strips. So we will introduce something like that so we come to know who it is. Many of you will commute on bikes, and I do not want to see anyone in an apron riding on the bike or without helmet, triple seat. I come from forensic medicine, so I will tell all the cops, you find, you suspend his license only, so that you next time you'll have to come walking. So these are the important things you should remember. There is a difference between ragging and introduction. As the previous speakers have said, we are strictly against ragging. We do not entertain ragging. And let me tell you, I do not hesitate in filing a FIR against someone who indulges in ragging. Many people feel that if some teacher or someone reports about ragging, it brings a bad reputation to the institute. I have a different opinion. In fact, it brings a good reputation to the institute that we mean what we say. And we want to curb this practice of ragging. Let me assure you, till 3 years ago at least, there was no incidence of ragging. And parents can be rest assured. Previous teachers have said, and as we will have the mentor-mentee program, do not hesitate to ask for help. If I will put up a grievance box outside all first year classrooms, if you have any grievance, you are not able to communicate, you at least write it on a piece of paper and put it in that grievance box. Confidentiality will be maintained. That much I can 100% assure. I will be in office many a times till 8 o'clock. You can drop in any time if you have a difficulty. Yes, another important aspect over the years we have seen is some of you might have financial problems. Don't hesitate. We as teachers are committed to help you. So we have people who are donors. I will tell the teachers to hold a special program or distribute you circulars which have been given by MUHS. Kamwa and Shika, that is earn and learn. These type of facilities are available for you as students. Kamwa meaning you don't have to go anywhere. We will accommodate you over here. Confidentiality about your job will be maintained and you would get some money also. Okay. So these are schemes. There are various schemes given by MUHS for upliftment of students, free ship, other thing. You have any problem, you can approach us. For some things for the parents, again, I would like to assure you, no ragging. You will also be giving me an undertaking that your child will not indulge in activity of ragging, or even if he comes to know that such an incident is taking place, he will report it to us. This year, I will be taking one more undertaking. That is, you will not indulge into narcotics, alcohol, smoking on the campus, and that the institute has the right to rusticate you immediately. So parents, just keep that in mind. You need to tell your ward that whether you can afford keeping him outside. Security for girls again is another issue when they are staying outside. So all of you have to think before indulging into all such things. It is the duty of the parents to find out whether your child is attending or not attending. As I have told you, we will be putting it up on the notice board. Your attendance every monthly. So parents should not come to us saying that we were not aware. You can pick up newspapers of last year and find out. I had kept about 70% students' forms withheld for lack of attendance. And this habit is with me since a very long time. In the past also, of the 120 students in forensic medicine, I had kept back 67 forms. And I do not listen to anyone about that, whatsoever, whosoever comes and tells me. So I'm strict about it. I'm sure parents, in spite of telling you everything, all of you will at least visit your child once in a year. But I can give you in writing, there will be hardly 2 or 3% parents who will come and visit the class teachers and subject teachers, find out whether you are attending or otherwise. They will just believe in you that since I'm giving him money, he's attending, I make him a call, he has passed, so he's attending. That is the impression parents usually remain under. And when the form is withheld, they come and say, Mala mahitith navta. All these things I do not entertain. And I'm sure I can tell you that today I'm not able to see the parents over here, but I'm sure they will directly come to convocation, more than 90%. I'm confident about it. And none of them, hardly 2 or 3% will come every year to find out what their child is doing, in whose company they are, where do they go, what do they wear. Okay. So with these things, I would like to end on 2 notes. One, I need strict discipline. Something like if you go to AFMC or others, where you see the children, how they are well disciplined. In today's world, medical profession, assault on doctors, other things are rising. You need to be disciplined first. So maintain discipline. And second, what Dr. Arshad Ghulam has said, and after 50 years also he's over here. Alumni Association of Nair is the biggest one which I have seen, and many of the things for you people, the hostels, the classrooms, have then the dissection hall have been done up by the alumni. More than 1 crore is spent by the alumni on this current batch of students. So when you pass out, it is your duty to pay back to the alma mater. Once again, congratulations and wish you all the best for future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and encouragement, and I would say warning as well to the students. Please do not take his words lightly because he means what he says. So we together with discipline and with cooperation from everyone, we are going to make a difference. So I request you all now to please stand up for the administration of Maharishi Charak Shapath. You can put your right hand across your left shoulder and repeat after me. Is everyone ready? I do solemnly pledge that I will always treat you with dignity of highest order, as you are my first, profound and inspiring anatomy teacher. I will always respect your privacy and confidentiality. My heart fills with gratitude as I realize your kind and courageous act of donating your body for the purpose of our learning. I wish to convey my gratitude for the noble expression your family member made to our medical education in this act of living after death. In all my deeds from now onwards, I will do justice to your paramount model of sacrifice. I will use this knowledge to improve my medical judgment, my relationships with my patients, and in the service of humanity. Thank you. I now request Dr. Neelam Patil, who is a professor in the Department of Biochemistry, to propose a vote of thanks to all who have worked behind the scenes to make this event a successful one. Over to you, Dr. Neelam.
Thank you, madam. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayadayati patratam, patravata dhanamakopi, dhanata dharmam tataha sukham. Knowledge imparts humility. From humility, one gains worthiness. Through worthiness, one acquires wealth, and with wealth, one attains righteousness and ultimately happiness. Good morning, everyone. On this auspicious day, it is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today to express our heartfelt gratitude. I would like to thank our respected Dean, Dr. Shailesh Mentee, sir, for the inspiring and insightful address. Sir, the words shared today have truly set the stage for the journey that lies ahead for these young minds. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to respected Academic Dean, Dr. Satish Dharap, sir. Sir, your vision always inspires us, and the support you offer to all the students and staff is truly commendable. Thank you, Dr. Arshad Ghulam Mohammed, sir, Trustee and Honorable Secretary, TNMC Global Alumni Association. Sir, for the wisdom you have imparted today, must say, sir is here with us every year for Dean's address. Thank you, Hostel Chairperson, Dr. Surbinathi Madam, for information regarding hostel facilities. Sincere thanks to all the respected heads of the departments and faculty members for your valuable time to be present here, which itself is an encouragement to all the new students. Thank you, Department of Anatomy, for the hall and the other arrangements. Last but not the least, thank you, dear parents and students, for being here today. Your presence reflects the trust and enthusiasm you have placed in this institution, and we are honored to have you as a part of our academic family. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, one and all. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Neelam. I will end today's function with a few lines. जो सफर इख्तियार करते हैं वही मंजिलों को पार करते हैं. जो सफर इख्तियार करते हैं वही मंजिलों को पार करते हैं. बस एक बार चलने का हौसला रखिए, ऐसे मुसाफिरों के लिए तो रास्ते भी इंतजार करते हैं. Thank you very much, all of you, all the students, parents, and all my dignitaries on the days and the head of the departments. We shall now break for lunch, and students are requested to come back to the same lecture hall, 502 at 1:30 p.m., where we'll introduce you to the individual department members. So thank you so much. The parents need not accompany the students. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. HOD.